So in this video, we're going to start bringing in some of the components we built earlier. So open up your data panel, and the first one we're going to bring in is going to be that M5 button head. So you're just going to grab it and drag it across. Sometimes it can take a little while to import. Not sure why, but sometimes it can take a little bit, and it might be based on the internet connection. So before you do anything, you've just dragged a component into the model. As you can see from the browser on the left-hand side, I've got the bolt here. Before I do anything, it gives you the opportunity to move it into an initial position. And I like to just get it roughly in the position that it needs to be. So I'm going to drag it away from the model so I can see it a bit easier. And then it's going to go in, we'll put it into this hole here, we'll go into each of these four, but we'll use this first. So I'm going to rotate it so it's facing the right direction. So it's at 90 degrees in my case. And it's going to go in through here. So I could lift it up a little bit, but if as long as it's sort of facing the right direction and you can see it clearly, that's all we need to do. So I'm going to hit OK. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to use a thing called a joint to place it. And a joint will lock it into the place that it needs to go and make sure that it won't move as well. So under Assemble, we're going to go down to Joint, and it's one of those things that if I hide the data panel, it's one of those things that we need to see quite regularly, so you might pin it to the toolbar. So it looks like a joint, quite literally, it looks like a hinge. So I'm click Joint, and usually it will grey out components which aren't, it will grey out bodies before components. So we need to choose a surface which is going to be our reference edge, and then we're going to choose a point which it's going to go to. So I know that this back edge of the bolt, I'll click on it, is going to be touching the faceplate, and this is going to be our reference point, the center of the hole. So we'll spin it back around again. So that's going to be the surface that it's going to be touching, and that's the reference point. And it will fly over and lock itself in place. We'll have a bit of stick out on the back, but our dome head should take care of that. So once you've got those two selected, you can hit OK. Now every now and then it'll do something like this. It will stick out the wrong way. Those two surfaces are still touching each other at that point. It's just sort of inverted. So sometimes if that happens, hit that flip icon, you'll turn it around. It shouldn't happen if you've already aligned everything so it's roughly facing the right direction. And so usually isn't a problem, but if it is facing the wrong direction, that's how you can resolve that. So that will put a little icon here which says that there is a rigid joint between this component and this body. And we're going to do the bottom one as well. So data panel, I'm going to drag in another one. And again, we'll go through the same process. We'll align it. So we'll set the initial position. We're going to drag it out. We're going to rotate it 90 degrees. Okay. So once you start getting a little bit more familiar with joints, you can start doing things like we can just choose this edge here, and that will automatically select the reference edges, reference edge, reference face, and reference point. So I know that edge, and I can select this edge. Okay. Now, as you may have already guessed, we're just going to do sort of the left-hand side with the bolts, and then we'll mirror them to the other side. So we'll get all the nuts and bolts onto the left-hand side, and then we'll mirror them across onto the right. So Let's drag in that dome head. Bring that one in. Now you could drag 2 in straight away. I would suggest doing one at a time. Drag one in, place it, and this time around we're going to assemble, joint. That edge there. It's going to be on that one there. I'll bring in one more of those. Assemble, joint. All right. So there's our left-hand side. We're going to do exactly the same process on the grips in the next video. They're very, very similar. They're not quite identical. So we'll add in the M3 bolts and the M3 nuts on that side as well.